In this lesson, we will be creating variations on the new 16 bars we just copied. So click on the first beat baseline 2 block of your new section and press play in the beat baseline editor. Now is your chance to be creative and play. Try different beat patterns. So what you're doing is creating a variation on the first section of your track. Make what sounds good and sounds interesting. One approach is to draw inspiration from other music and from genre conventions. Another thing you can do is just try different things. Place beats in different places and see how they sound. After you finish beat baseline 2, you can work on 2B. This is a transition bar, the fourth bar of a 4-bar section. So make it a variation on the first 3. After you finish 2B, you should listen to the entire 4-bar loop in the song editor to see how 2 flows into 2B. After you're happy with the beats, now go into the beat baseline editor for beat baseline 2 and work on the baseline. Again, create what you think sounds good to you. This is your chance to express yourself musically. Generally, you want it to be a progression from the first part, so change the new part but keep some elements of the first part. This is probably the longest part of the process, so I'll skip a lot of it. However, at the end of the class, there will be a video of my complete unedited process if you'd like to see the entire process of me trying out different things. Play around, have fun, and if you know music theory, you can apply it, but if you don't know music theory, it doesn't really matter, just make it sound good to you. So after that, you want to work on the baseline for beat baseline 2B. I like to experiment with different notes and note patterns. I'll add and subtract notes to get something I think sounds interesting. Try different lengths and rhythms. Also, notes interact in unique ways depending on the bass instrument used. Then you want to listen to the whole 4 or 8 bar section in the song editor to see how they all sound together. That is, beat baseline 2 to 2B and how that transitions back into beat baseline 2. Right click on the time bar to adjust the loop section and make sure looping is enabled in the song editor. You can press shift and right click to clear and start a new loop section. Fine tune it some more if you'd like. Here I'm adjusting the bass line. In particular, I'm taking the bass line off the first and second downbeat to give it a little more bounce. Now I'm going to change the synth, Ghost Boy 2. I want to loop just a block of the synth line. Once I'm happy with that, I'll delete the rest of the old synth blocks using middle mouse button, and then copy my new block. To do that, Control and click and drag a block to the desired location. Next, I want to see how the transitions between part 1 and part 2 sounds. It sounds a little too abrupt for me, so I take out the last beat bassline 1B block on the first part, so there's a small section with no beat and just the synth. Gives a little bit of breathing space before we get back into it. Lastly, save a new version. It's also a good idea to save new versions during this process.